Babe, are you ready to talk about the highest grossing movies of all time, part three?
Yes.
All these movies made $1 billion with a B or more. Billion
$1 billion.
dollar movies. All right. So if you haven't watched our other two videos, check it out. But right now we're at number 30. And which movie we're going to talk about right now?
Skyfall.
This movie came out in 2012 and it made $1.1 billion worldwide. Its opening domestic box office was $88 million. So this movie did really good for the James Bond franchise and it had a budget of $200 million. It
Wow.
costs a lot to put a movie together, right?
hmm
You know what I mean? You're talking about $1 billion franchise. I'm definitely curious to see where they're gonna go moving forward with the whole James Bond franchise. So
hmm
we'll see what's gonna go on next. But coming at number 29, we have
Transformers.
Dark of the Moon.
Dark of the
To be
Moon.
honest, after the first two, they all just kind of merged in my head. Like
Well, I only watched the first one, so
the first one was amazing. Like
yeah, my first one was my favorite.
The first one's amazing, and actually I like Bumblebee. Bumblebee is kind of like the spinoff, but that
Mm.
one's really good too. So outside of that, some of these other ones that came out is just kind of like, what's going on here?
hmm
This movie came out in 2011. It had a production budget of about $195 million. It had an opening weekend of $97 million, and it went on to make
Ooh.
1.1 $1,123 million at the worldwide box office. So
Mm.
definitely $1 billion franchise. That's why you know they're going to continue to make different spin-offs because people really love Transformers. And I'm surprised you don't really get a lot of robot films. Like Gundam was really popular when it comes to anime. We only really have Transformers and Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Or Pacific,
Sorry, Transformers is way better than Pacific Rim.
yeah, I agree with that too. But
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just their story, man. Their
yeah.
story is like doesn't make sense.
I remember seeing part one of Pacific Rim and I thought it was cool, but I really don't remember
The
much.
story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got no story.
Dang.
Dude.
That's why I say it's not $1 billion franchise. Ugh.
Yee.
All right, coming in at number, subscribe. That's what you got to do. No, it's not Christmas, but hey, Santa saying all year round, hit that subscribe button. All right, coming in at number 28, we have
Captain Marvel.
this movie came out in 2019. It had a production budget of about $152 million. It actually opened up really well with $153 million at the box office.
Got the money back real quick.
Yeah, they make the money back real quick domestically. And worldwide, it made $1.128 billion. So these movies
Mm.
are very close. They're just off by a couple of million when it comes to all these different films. And
Mhm.
yes, this is definitely a $1 billion movie. The question is, would it be $1 billion franchise? I think what really helped out this movie a lot was
The
that
Marvel
the
movies.
Marvel movies, and you were expecting her role to be a lot bigger, and you had to see this movie
Mhm.
to see Avengers Endgame.
Mhm.
But she didn't really do nothing in Endgame.
Yeah, she wasn't useless.
Yeah, I was like expecting her to like come back and just damage some foods. And nah, she was there, but she was just kind of a very, very small role. This movie as a whole, I thought it was cool. I know people have their opinions about it, but it was a cool, decent film. Is it
Mhm.
$1 billion franchise movie? I don't think so.
Mhm.
But it was a cool film for what it was at the time. Next up, we have
Spider-Man Far From Home.
another 2019 film. Worldwide, this movie made $1 billion, 131 million dollars. This movie had a production budget of $160 million, and it made a 92 million opening weekend. I thought it was a cool film.
It was not my favorite.
Definitely not my out of the new Spider-Man films. I will put this dead last.
Yeah, last one for sure.
Yeah, it was a cool little. I feel like it was like a buffer movie.
Mhm.
Compared to Spider-Man 3, what is it, No Way
No
Home,
Way Home, yeah.
and Spider-Man. So I would put Spider-Man No Way Home as number one.
Yep.
Spider-Man
Far From Home.
um, These home movies are throwing me off.
Far From Home.
No, no, that's last. Spider-Man:
Oh,
Homecoming.
Homecoming. Yeah, there you
Yes,
go.
number two, and then I'll put this as number three. Decent film, nothing to scream about, but cool flick to just kind of you got nothing to do, check it out, I suppose.
Mhm.
All right, coming in at number six, we have
The Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
which came out in 2003.
I like this one.
You like this one?
Mhm.
The only Lord of the Rings movie I like was the number two. Was it Twin Towers or something like that?
Yeah, Twin Towers.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot
the
of
only
people
one I
like that
liked
one.
out.
Yeah.
This one right here, I thought the ending was stupid.
What?
Yeah, I need to rewatch them all again. I'll probably end up watching the director's cut
Mm.
when I have like 80 hours to binge watch each one. The director cut is like 80 hours per episode, so I gotta really save some time and kind of rewatch it because the regular movies were like 40 hours. The director cuts like, have you seen the director's cut?
No.
Oh, they're way long.
She.
Yeah, so if the regular movies are long, these are super long. This movie opened up. This movie had a $94 million production budget, but keep in mind, I think they did all three films together. It opened up with $72 million and went on to make $1,146 worldwide. So, and this was in 2003, but it did have multiple openings throughout that time.
Mm.
All right, coming at number five, we got what?
Aquaman.
Man, DC. This is like forget Superman and Batman. Aquaman is the $1 billion franchise, huh? This
No.
this movie came out in 2018, opening up to $67 million, which is actually surprising that it went on to make $1,148 million worldwide. Um,
Good for DC.
Good for DC. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? You see, he was there like next to Aquaman, Amber Heard. We'll see how Aquaman 2 is gonna do, but I know even look, you can't see her face, but even looking at Anna's face, she's like, ugh. That's the sentiment that she's getting out in these streets. I didn't even know really who she was until like I had her homegirl was talking about movies. She's like, ugh, I don't want to see it because of her. I'm like, well, who is she? Like, I didn't even know who she was. Like, no, what DC movie she started off with? I think it was like one of the Justice League movies or something, but people were hating on her then. And I'm like, I had no idea who she was. I don't know she was married to Johnny Depp. That shows how much I know about what's going on in the world of pop culture. But overall, I
Hmm.
thought it was a good, fun movie for its time. I'm definitely looking forward to number two, and hopefully, it's a good movie as well. All right, coming in at number 24, we have
Captain America: Civil War. One of my
this is
favorites.
definitely one of my favorites. And all the movies we talked about so far, this definitely belongs up in there as like one of
Hmm.
the highest grossing movies of all time.
Hmm.
This movie came out in 2016. It had a $250 million budget, basically a quarter of $1 billion. It opened up to $176 million at the box office, going on to make $1,153 million worldwide. Great, great movie. Definitely one of my favorite movies. I've been wanting to watch this again
I
for a long
watched it
time.
multiple times already.
Huh?
It's so good.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch this again.
Huh? What do you mean? You gotta be watching it ASAP, Rocky.
I know, right? It's like Disney Plus. Was it Disney Plus?
Yeah, we have still on Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus. I don't even watch it. I'll probably watch like one movie a month, and then there's one series they give you every couple of months. So yeah, the Disney Plus.
They have all these movies.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like I need to watch it because
Hmm.
they don't really give you like a lot of stuff to watch, and this is like one of those things I need to watch. So
Hmm.
I definitely need to, use my time wisely.
Hmm.
All right, coming at number 23, we have
Minions.
this is the 2015 Minions. Um, this movie had a production budget of $74 million with an opening of $115 million domestically, a worldwide gross of $1,159,000,000. So Millions, Despicable Me, that franchise is crazy. Like even the new one's doing really well at the box office. So
Hmm.
people really love this franchise. The characters are iconic, so they're definitely doing their thing for Universal. All right, coming in at number 22, we have.
Iron Man 3.
I don't even know if I even watched this whole Iron Man. Um, it was probably like my least. Actually, after Iron Man 1, they were just all okay. I can't even, I know I've seen Iron Man 2, but they just don't really stick out like, oh man, this has happened. It was cool. I just don't. It just I don't know. Leave your thoughts below. Did anybody really like the Iron Man franchise? For me, I really love number one. I love what he did in like his cameos, but his actual movie, uh, they were okay outside of one. This movie came out in 2013. Crazy,
Mhm.
So that lets you know it hasn't. He never came out with another one since then. Besides, Civil War and so forth. But it opened up to $174 million at the domestic box office.
Mhm.
Tongue tied there, and it went on to make $1,214,000,000. So
Mhm.
not too shabby. Moving along, it's all about family wit.
The Fate of the Furious. Fate of the Furious.
Yeah, family. Can't wait to see Shazam. Family, y'all, family. So yes, it's all about family, but Dwayne Johnson ain't coming back. So this movie had a production budget of $250 million. Everybody getting paid on this franchise. It's really you're paying for the stars, not really it's not like they got robots. Maybe not yet. It opened up to $98 million at the box office, going on to make $1,236 million worldwide.
Mm.
Yeah, not too shabby. That's gonna be our last movie we're gonna discuss today. But check out the other
Yeah.
parts. We have what two more parts, and that'll be 50 movies that made $1 billion or more at the domestic box office. So
Yep.
until next time, let us know, did you watch any of these movies, or actually, what is your favorite movie out of this specific list?
Captain America Civil War.
I agree with you.
That one out of all of those.
Out of the ones that we just mentioned, totally agree.
Mhm.
Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Bye.